There we go. Ah. Ah. I'm already starting to relax. So feet together, relax the body. Just kind of wiggle, shake the arms a little bit. I always let my shoulders drop. Just remember, this is Tai Chi and Qigong. If the shoulders are up, we're leaking Qi. So we always want the shoulders, Tai Chi or Qigong, to be dropped and relaxed. So let's do the Wu Chi posture with the feet touching. Hands in Wu Chi posture, rooting into earth. Take a few breaths. Breathe down deep into the belly. Use your belly pump. Breathe down. I want everyone to take an inhale. This is what I do before I start my practice. Whenever I'm in Wu Chi, I inhale through my nose, but I'm actually thinking about my third eye. And I'm inhaling down, and I'm trying to feel the breath come down my body and down into my belly pump and expanding it. And then my belly pump contracts and the breath comes up and out. And I'm just dropping, because basically I just want to drop my awareness and drop my energy and breath into Dantian before I start. That just gets it out of my head, right? So everyone just take an inhale. Pull that energy down, your awareness, your breath, your energy, down into Dantian, and let it expand. And then just let it relax. Take the hands in this Wu Chi posture from rooting into earth and just flip them over. Feel as soon as you do that, just heart center just opens. One of my favorite things, just that. And we go into this state of receptivity. We're like a radio receiver. Like, this is my station. My body is the antenna. And my hands, my palms are just receiving. I'm not doing anything but receiving. Breathe into the belly pump. Everyone do a few of those sacred breaths for me. Inhale through the nose, hot, audible exhale through the mouth. Let your mind hear that breath so that it sends you into parasympathetic rest digest mode. Sacred breath. We call it sacred or cleansing breath. It's the same thing. I won't hear you, but you'll hear me. Inhale. One more of those. You should feel yourself starting to just calm and center yourself just from holding posture and doing those breaths. You can do those breaths in this posture, or turn your hands over, balance before you balance, bend both knees, step out, flat, empty foot. You can always do the same breath. Let's just do one of them here just to feel the difference. Do one of those sacred breaths here in this Wu Chi posture. Inhale. And then just find your root. So you just go side to side and then forward and backwards, and we're looking for that root. I'm adjusting my feet a little bit, unraveling my body, and boom, right there, right? Just comes a point where you're like, okay, yeah, that's it. And then I just root into earth. I feel my laogongs, my palms, rooting into earth. Let's do a couple of inhale, exhale, just to wake up our lao gongs and open those two gates. Inhale. Good. And now take lao gongs, cup them, and let's do our tapping. Oh, it's loud when I'm not wearing sleeves. Armpit. Ribs. Other side. Don't forget shoulder blade, big energy gate back there. Down the inside, up the outside. Armpit. Ribs. And then get this point underneath the clavicle, right? Your collarbone is right here. I should say it's your collarbone. And get right under there. A lot of lymph nodes there. Maybe a little sore, mine always is. But in lymphatic massage, that's one of the main points they go to. And the woman I watch who did a lymphatic massage seminar said, well, this was the easiest point for you to get to. This one, and let's get the groin. Get the groin. A lot of lymph nodes in there too. And then snap, wake up, dantian. Thymus thump. Do a big inhale and exhale while you're doing this. Just release anything, any holdings. Gentle fist. Rub. Sacrum. And then one leg at a time. You can bend over. Make sure you get the Achilles heel. Really important longevity point. And I always end right here. Those two bones, hip bones. Just end right there. Okay, tap, bounce, squeeze, shake, flow. So, little bounce. Higher breath in and out the nose. Gentle. No, I'm not forcing any breath. I'm just in and out the nose, kind of fast. I'm doing it with my movement. I'm just back to Wuchi, in through the nose, out through the mouth. Great place to use that cleansing, sacred breath. That hot audible exhale is a great time to use that when you do bounce. And feel like there's that gray or black smoke, whatever you see, coming out your palms as you exhale. Cleansing the body and just, whew, you tap to loosen up that stagnant energy, and then we bounce and release it. One more, another bounce. Do 2 or 3 bounces, usually good. If you're in a rush, 1 is enough. Tap the heels intermittently, just here and there. If you feel it, just sends the energy up a little bit, but this is enough. Back to Wuchi. Let the body move like kelp in between. In between tap, bounce, squeeze, shake, flow, there's just this little bit of kelp. If you feel it, it's your body recalibrating itself. If it feels like it needs to move, we just want to let it move. I don't care. It doesn't matter. It may want to go like this. Whatever it wants to do, just let it recalibrate. Because as we tap and bounce, we're releasing things, and it wants to like unravel and recalibrate its alignments. Tap, bounce, squeeze, shake, flow. Squeeze. Feet together. Inhale. Notice I don't hold the breath. I start bleeding it off right away, right after I squeeze it. Inhale. Same one. Bleed it off. Inhale. 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 Bend the wrists this way, and bleed. Good. Step out, and here's your shake. Just letting the body unravel. Tap, bounce, squeeze, shake, flow. Let's do some flow here. Let's flow instead of doing the one we normally do. There's a few that I usually do. I'll show you the 3 I do. And this is, again, part of my opening, the recipe, tap, bounce, squeeze, shake, flow. And it's, which is called Satori method, actually. I didn't come up with it. It's a method for awakening. And Satori in Japanese means awakening. So I've got to give credit where I got this from. It really resonated with me. So the next step is, in the flow, is to do something that's simple, that's going to connect mind, body, breath. So I either do this one, which is the one we normally do, whole body breathing, or I do this one, the first Qigong, or I do this one. It's like I'm flying. And today, I don't know, I'm seeing a lot of birds in my yard, so I feel like flying. Let's do this one. This is super relaxing. I'll show you from the side in a second. Inhale. Exhale. My pelvis is active. My knees are active. My feet are parallel, about shoulders width apart. And my arms are like a bird. They're not totally out to the side like this. They're not way out to the side. They're more comfortable than that. See, way out to the side is a bit of a strain on the shoulders. So they're not there. They're over here. And you need to adjust this one to your body. If yours is over here, notice my hand just moved, and you're like, oh yeah, that feels comfortable for my shoulder, my ergonomics, then do that. Go to that spot. Could be there, could be here. And notice, watch my body. Let me back up. Notice how everything's moving. My pelvis is alive. My spine is doing bend, bow, shoot, arrow. It's bending and straightening. My spine is bending and straightening. My pelvis is tucking and then opening. My knees are closing, bending, then opening. So all that's going on. It's the same thing. No matter which of those 3 movements that I showed you that I'm doing, I would still be using my entire body. Inhale. Exhale. Go with the speed of your breath. Next one, rest the hands. And we're going to do washboard. Washboard comes straight up the center line of the body, nice and close to the body. Not out here, it's over here. Inhale. Feel like you're really scooping that chi. Turn the hands over. Somewhere around the face area, you turn them over. It's not an exact spot. Exhale. Scoop up some more chi. Inhale. Next one, grab the chi, pull it out in front of you, in front of heart. I've come out with my arms a little bit. I'm in front of heart center. Exhale, round the back, pull the chi into heart a little bit, and then open, gaze at the moon. I'm pigeon-toeing my feet just a little bit. Don't over-rotate, take it easy. Remember, 70% of your capacity is the Taoist rule. It should feel really good on your back and your spine. When you're doing this, look through your hands. I'm looking right through my hands, like I'm looking at the moon. I'm going to show you from the side, pumping round the back. Open. Round the back. Open. So I've got this pumping sensation going on. Last one, when you come to the center, once your hands come in, just push them down into earth. And then we're going to go right into Tai Chi ruler. Tai Chi ruler is the same as the microcosmic orbit. It's just we're doing it smaller. We're doing it right here. And I want you to try to feel the energy where the hands are. So now the energy is coming up, through, down the front. Under perineum, making a small microcosmic orbit. Under perineum, up the back, just to about here. right where my hands are, up my back, up my spine. And then now down the front, back down to Dantian, under perineum, up the spine. We're going to make this bigger in a little bit, but you know, it's easier to start out small and work your way into the bigger one. Try to get your awareness to sync with your hands. Where your hands are is where the energy is. Now it's coming down the front, down Dantian, under perineum, up the spine. Just do a few quietly, and then we'll make it bigger. Make it bigger. Inhale. As I come up, my hands start at some point where my fingers start pointing up. You know, it's hard to see on the video. So now I'm bringing the energy up my spine, further up my spine, up over my head, pulling the energy over my head. And here it comes. It's coming down the front of my body as it's just going through all of my chakras. Third eye, throat, heart, navel, Dantian. And as my hands make this motion, that's me sending it under perineum. Under perineum, now I'm going up the spine again. I'll do it from the side, up the spine, through all those energy gates, overhead, down the front. So here we go. Perineum, sacrum, nice and slow. Ming Men, jade gate between the shoulder blades. Jade pillow, the back of the neck. Now the energy comes up over Ba Wei or crown chakra. I'm over the crown. And now here I come, down the front. Nice and slow, third eye, throat, heart, navel. I'm sorry, sacrum, sacral, solar plexus, I should say, solar plexus. Navel, root, perineum. Now just try to feel it. If anyone hears that gong in the background, it's my mindfulness gong. I have it go every hour. But I can't imagine being more mindful right now. Everyone go at your own speed. Better with microcosmic orbit to go slower. In fact, next time we all reach the bottom, let's do this one as a slow gong. We've done slow gong before, so really feel all of those gates. And it's not even, don't even worry about the gates right now. It's not a matter of that. It's more important that you just feel the energy going up the spine, over the head, and then down the front. If you get too caught up with each of the gates and the chakras, then it kind of takes your mind off of just feeling the energy. So just feel the energy. That's really all you need to do in this one. So let's begin together. And again, we're doing slow gong. I'm going to come a little closer. Let's do it super slow. Here we go. You may want to close your eyes. I'm at the top of the head. Now I'm slowly going to come down the front. Back to the beginning, back to Wu Qi. And just hold this for a moment. Connect to your dantian with your palms. You should feel energized. I've got some goosebumps going on in my forearms. There's something about doing a Qigong very slow that, I don't know, it's like it brings the Qi to the surface of your skin or something. Take any of our Qigongs and do them super slow. Like I'm talking just 2 or 3 super slow rotations. 1 to 3, not even 2 or 3, 1 to 3, super slow rotations. Now watch, I'm still breathing. I'm just breathing. I'm doing whole body breathing right now. I'm breathing with my body, my skin, everything. And I'm just doing this in between. Notice my hands are showing my breath. Inhale, exhale. Let's do one cleansing breath, washboard. Push it through. Wow, I'm pretty cooked. All right, let's do something a little bit more active. This is cloud hands. You'll all appreciate this. So normally I do cloud hands like this, and we can. So I take cloud hands right out of yang form. And I'll sometimes I make a Qigong out of it. Notice I'm folding at the qua. So I'm getting wonderful pumping action in each one of my quads as I fold my right qua, fold at my left qua. How do you make this even more energetic? Well, here we go. Step out into horse stance. And you can just mirror me. I'm just doing the same thing. You may want to rotate your feet. I'm rotating a little bit. Nice and slow. Rotating on my heels. Or if you don't want to rotate, you can just stay in horse stance. I am initiating it with a little bit of a weight shift. If you don't want to do this in horse stance, feel free to do it in regular stance. That's good too. Nothing wrong with that. Still getting all the health benefits. I just add horse stance when I want to work my legs a little bit more. So you can do it in regular Wu Qi stance or horse stance. Your preference. When you get here, reverse it. Inside parry. Again, horse stance or regular Wu Qi stance, feet parallel. Inside parry. You're blocking a punch coming right towards your center line. Very dynamic movement. Inside parry. I usually combine cloud hands with inside parry because one is a block to the outside and one is a block to the inside. They just go very harmoniously together. And we're just going to go on the flow here. If you're ready for the next movement, we're going to drop one hand, drop that one hand over Dantian. Other hand flies, and not flies, floats in the air. I'm just covering Dantian. I'm not touching it. I'm hovering. And I go right into leaf flowing in the breeze. Yes, leaf blowing in the breeze. You can't see my feet, but I have a horse stance going on. My toes are pointed out a little bit. And I've got a wider stance. Feel that beautiful connection with Dantian. Clearing out all three centers. Dantian, power center, heart center, wisdom center. Ready for the switch? Give it right there. Look at this. Boom. I'm giving it the chi, and I'm switching. Power center, heart center, wisdom center. Last one. And just let the hand settle down to Dantian to meet the other hand. Take a deep breath into the belly. Center yourself. Catch your breath. Whenever we pause to center ourselves, find that single space. If you do your Qigong practice in the same place all the time, you may have a favorite spot that you focus, but you want that single point of focus so that when we come to center and we just stop for a moment and just allow what we've done to integrate, we don't want the mind to wander off into, the to-do list that we all have waiting for us after practice. We want to keep our mind centered and focused. So wherever you are, like I say in the past sessions, grab a point. Could be a little knot in the wood, little mark on the wall. Could be a leaf if you're looking out a window, but just single point of focus. And from now on, I won't describe it so much, but I'll just say, hold that single point of focus. That's what I'll say. Hold the single point of focus. and you're holding it with your eyes and third eye, and you're just triangulating the energy on that point. And when you anchor the mind in that way, it just keeps it so calm, and it stops it from going off into the to-do list. So from now on, I'll just say hold single point of focus, and we'll all know what I mean. So hands, just open them up gently. Notice how we can just so easily transition from one Qigong to another. And I encourage you in your own practices to begin doing that, finding these little transition points so that you can go from one right into another. Then you can create your own free flow Qigong. You can take all these wonderful Qigongs you know and just do the ones that you're feeling in that day. So I just went like this and I opened. My hands are now in their nests. So you know where I'm going with this. Swallow skims the lake. I've got two swallows. They're sitting in their nests. And remember, sacrum, tuck sacrum, rib tips in. Very tempting to go like this. That's very tempting in horse stance. Booty comes out, rib tips come out, not a good stance. Watch, as soon as I pull my rib tips in, boom, look at that. Now I'm in a horse stance. Back is flat, sacrum automatically tucks. So main things, if you just push your rib tips in, you could push them with your own fingers, then you'll notice that the sacrum automatically tucks and you don't even have to think about it. So mirror me, straight out. I'm about even with my solar plexus, straight across, parallel to the ground, straight out to the side, straight out, and then over. Back to the nest. Feel the ribs stretching. How deep you want to go is up to you. You could do this in high, middle, or low horse stance. All good. One more. Back to the nest, and then slowly pivot, toes, heels, toes, heels. That's such a safe way to come back to center, just pivoting like that. Okay, from here, I want to just really loosen up the body and just do some Qigong stretches on our last segment of the class today. And just come with me. You all know these wrist circles. Reverse it. Figure eights or infinity sign, whatever you want to call it. You could do it at first with the fists and let the elbows just float. And then add the fingers. Close to the beak, open. Whichever way you were going, reverse it. Again, you can just do it with the fist just to get the motion first. See, you can act like you're just drawing infinity signs. in the air, and then add the fingers. It's just a layered approach to learning this one if you don't have it fully yet. Fingers open, wide, 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 palms open, and then the fingers come into a beak. Beak. Did I reverse myself? Yeah. The way you can remember is the beak is either coming towards you or away from you. So I just go by feeling now. It doesn't matter which way you start, as long as you reverse it at some point. Good. Elbows. And I'm just doing this, keeping my hands touching, and I'm just lubing up those elbow joints. Reverse it. Good. Shoulders. And this one, I'm just relaxing my arms, a little different than the choo-choo train that we do, which we'll do that next, but let's just loosen up our shoulders first. Reverse it. Okay, now the train. Remember, don't bend at the elbows. No bending. Keep those elbows pretty steady. And we're going to pull from back here. Go forward, round the back. Let your shoulder blades fan out. Fan them out like they go like that. Look how my shoulder blades are fanned out that way. Okay, so start from that position. That's a great position to start from. I just kind of articulated this a little bit more than I have in the past, just to be able to, because Zoom, I need words more. So fan out those shoulder blades, and now pinch the shoulder blades together, down, and then fan them out again. Show you from the back. So fan them out, they're heading out that way. Now bring your shoulder blades up, pinch them together, down, fan them out again. Again, resist bending at the elbows. We often bend at the elbows when the shoulder blades have not yet opened up. So as I was saying, 50 plus, our shoulder blades start to lock up on us. And so you may just have to unlock them, and that's just from doing this a whole bunch of times. Reverse it. The more you do this, the more those shoulder blades will start to open up. Relax. Just let them go for a second. Shake it out. Good. All right, and now we're going to go out right around here. So this is not here, right in the middle. It's about 45 degrees. Okay? Now, pull from the shoulder blades. We're doing this the same exact thing, except we're doing one at a time. I call this starfish. I feel like when I look at myself on the Zoom, it looks like a starfish. And now, notice my ribs are moving. Now my ribs are engaged because I'm doing one at a time. When you do two at a time, that's good too. I do both, but the ribs are not engaged. Now they're engaged. Again, it's not this, and it's not just turning. I'm not just turning. This is not it either. It's, watch my shoulders. Boom. One shoulder's coming. Look at my shoulder. That's what's going on there. I'm just doing the same thing, but one shoulder at a time. I'm really dramatically doing it right now so you can see. Reverse it. It's hard on Zoom. You're only seeing me in one dimension. And relax. Oh. And hands crossed. Take the pressure off those shoulders and do some neck circles. I'll be bringing in some more neck stuff soon, thanks to Anne, but I haven't integrated it yet. I need to, always like to do things on myself for a while first before I bring them into class, and reverse it. Take the head and just let it go off to one side. Just pick a side and let it hang. If you want, you can do that cross fiber massage while it's hanging. That's a great thing to do. Other side. Both shoulders up and look up. Should feel good. Drop the shoulders, look ahead. Shoulders up, look up. Drop the shoulders, look ahead. One more time. We're always looking down. We're all looking down. Even if we're not on our devices, we're reading, or we're on our desk, we're writing bills, but we're always looking down with that head, that heavy head that we've got. So whenever you get a chance, do the opposite. Look up. Just do the counter of what you find your body doing all the time. And let's do some hip circles. Anyone who knows me knows this is my go-to. This is one of the things that I feel is my preventive for lower back issues. Nice and slow. Lead with the hips, not the head. Reverse it. Come back up. And we're going to do a few of those bending over to cure 1,000 illnesses. Remember, we come over, we get up the same way we do in spinal stretch. We don't stay over long, but we relax head and neck. After the head and neck's relaxed, I take my booty and I tuck it under. I take my whole pelvis. My pelvis just goes like this. So my knees bend, my pelvis tucks under, and then that's how I come out of it. So I'm just rolling my spine up. I feel no tension in my lower back. If you do, then you've got to tweak it a little bit. No tension at all here. I'm just rolling my spine up, and it's so good for the spine to roll like that. And then I come up, and I go the opposite. Then I come to center, look forward, settle the chi. Boy, that's loud. I'm going to take down the second story of my house. That would be funny though, because it'll be on video. Okay, let's all go. Here we go. This one we do a little faster than the spinal stretch from Spinal Qigong series. Come over. As soon as your head and neck are relaxed, you can start coming up. How far over you go doesn't matter. Not about stretching. Just go to your comfortable. Just roll the spine. Roll it. Tuck, tuck, tuck. Look up, chest out. Look forward. Tap the heels, settle the chi. Do a few more of those. Bend the knees, tuck the pelvis. Roll the spine. Ah. One more. Really savor it. Come out wide for a second. We're just doing a stretch. I'm going to push off this leg right here. And I'm going to let my shoulder dip down, and I'm just going to look up. And I'm just getting a stretch. Don't let your knees cave in. Keep your knees out in horse stance. And just look up. Come up. And other side. Come up. One more. It's just a spinal stretch. Don't overdo it. Good. Walk the feet in. Heel toe, heel toe. And then let's just center ourselves. One hand over Dantian. I'm not touching, but I'm hovering over Dantian. And let's get the other hand up and balance the energy. This is called balancing yin and yang. My top hand palm is over Ba Wei, or crown chakra, which is that point straight up from the top of the ears. So slightly towards the back of the head. And my other hand is on Dantian. And now clock arms, just let them switch. Nothing special about that or too complex. Just balancing out both sides. Switch. This time, let the top hand come down and relax. Relax on Ming Men. Just relax. Top hand still over Ba Wei. Hold that posture. Switch. Top hand to Ming Men. It goes to Ming Men. The other hand up to Ba Wei. The hand that's on Ming Men, bring it out. Just release it. Let it ground into earth. Take that top hand and just wash. Wash the body as the other hand just grounds into earth. I'm just moving my hand. I'm floating it down through my chakras. That's all I'm doing. Just some self-healing, soothing. I get down to Dantian, and I come out to the side and I ground. I take the other hand, and let's let the other hand do the same thing. Palm up, then palm down. Tap, connect to Ba Wei. And just wand down the body, just aligning the chakras. I usually close my eyes when I'm doing that. I feel it more. And there's no technique involved, so you can just relax into it. Get to Dantian, hand comes out to the side. And I ground into earth. And just hold this Wu Qi posture. Come back to where we started from. So back to Wu Qi. It's its own Qigong. Wholeness, oneness, neither yin nor yang. I don't know if you heard my gong. I don't know if it's coming through. That's my mindfulness gong. Hold that single focal point, single point of focus. Hold it. Don't let the mind wander yet. Hold it in this state of oneness, this state of wholeness. Hold. Sorry, guys. Still don't know how to turn off my ringers. Hold that Wu Chi a little bit longer. Shift left, all the weight into that left leg, all of it. My right leg is empty. Bring your hands together. Scoop that chi that's around your body right now. As you do, push off. As the hands come up, the foot comes in. And my fingers are overhead, fingers pointing towards each other. My palms are like shower wands. And now I'm just going to let them wand down my body and bathe my body in chi. If you like colors, you can envision golden light, blue, or just chi. Just feel chi. You don't have to envision any colors. This is so personal. Go around the golden ball of Dantian. Scoop up some more chi. And again, rain, shower, however you want to feel it, however you see it. Just let it come down the body. It's washing the body. Could be a rain, a shower, a waterfall. And all of that water is running through the body. I have chills right now. And it's just going down my body, hits my feet, goes into earth and neutralizes. Go around golden ball. And then last one for heart. We do one for mind, one for body, and one for heart. Hands together up on this one. And we end where we began. Back into prayer posture. Hold that single point of focus just for a moment. Don't let the mind wander. Let your body just be a conduit between heaven and earth energies. And relax the hands. Thank you. Great class, everyone.